Hey guys, what's up? Hopefully you can all hear me. Hopefully that is. But welcome to this live stream where we're gonna do an overview of the DiscoTek very spectacular media day that they did. Excuse me, last night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Of course, I was already off work, but I was on the bus coming home when they were doing this, so I didn't get a chance to really react. Honestly, I was gonna do a live reaction, you know, tonight. I mean, last night, I should say. I was gonna do a live reaction last night to the whole media day deal, but I was tired, and of course, I had to rest. So I didn't get a chance to do that. I didn't get a chance to really do that. So I figured I would come on here and give you guys, you know, my own thoughts and everything, you know, on it, and just kind of, see what you guys think as well. Now, as you can see in the upper corner, there are several places you can help support me at and find me. You can support me at Venmo at Brian-Roma-2 and at Cash App at BWRoses98. I could really use the help immediately, guys, ASAP. Because basically, I don't know what's going on with this California gas rebate stimulus. Apparently, they're going alphabetical, and that's kind of annoying for a lot of folks like me and you and others. Because it's like, okay, you say it's coming, but when is it coming? It's like, when? Where is it? You're not giving like a straight answer and all that. So to me, I could really use a little bit of help here and there. Whatever you guys can do would be greatly appreciated in the long run. Honestly, it would be. It'd be greatly appreciated in the long run, if you will. But speaking of this event, also you can help support me with super chats and super stickers during the live stream. Yes, those of course will come at certain other times, but yeah, you can help me during the live stream, you know, as we speak. And let me check something real quickly. Of course, we're getting a commercial here, so hopefully that doesn't do nothing. So hopefully, yeah. YouTube loves the commercials, guys. I can tell you that. No offense, YouTube, but it seems you like them a little too much. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure everything was working. Just make sure everything's working. It looks like I got some error. Some things are not going through as well. So I do apologize for that, guys. I do apologize if there's any lag. I do apologize on that, on my behalf on that. It just does that at times. I don't know why. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and, like I said, kind of do this live stream for you. Again, I do apologize if there is any lag to the system right now. I do apologize. Look at the stream health here. Yeah, it's receiving it. I think it's just right now it's working its way through. So I do apologize again. I do apologize. Um, but anyway, we're gonna talk about DiscoTek Media Day here, and basically, like I said, give you my thoughts on it overall, because these are always interesting depending on what they have. It's very, it is newsworthy to talk about. So we're going to talk about it as best we can, hopefully with not too much lag. And again, I do apologize for that. But again, we're going to talk about it, give you my thoughts overall as I link this to some places that I know might enjoy it. But anyway, we're gonna talk about some of the news that came out of Media Day and how it pertains eventually to what we could see in the near future. Um, with a lot of other stuff, you know, coming in the future, or what we would like to see come in the future, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on some of that, as well, and see what you guys have to see how you guys feel about it, going forward and everything, as the months pertain to some of these releases. Now, with that said, let's take a look at DiscoTek here. This was posted 17 hours ago. 17 hours ago. And the first thing they did was do a Gunbuster update. I couldn't really find much except for this right here. This is the first one they came up with. Aim for the Ace. All 26 episodes. Osama. I'm sorry if I pronounce these names wrong. Osamu Desika, Dennis Shonen Classic are here, featuring some really great videos, drama, tennis, and of course more drama. So if you're a fan of that, you're going to get all 26 episodes from the Girls Sports Anime Classic from the anime master Osamu Desika in 1080p high definition, Japanese with subtitles, extras and features to be determined. It's coming in early 2023. So that's good news if you're fans of that genre. So be on the lookout for that if you are. And again, I do apologize for any lag, guys, going forward. Hopefully, it'll work its way out and everything as we do this. Yeah, and I think it's anytime when you go onto YouTube and not YouTube but Twitter that you kind of get that situation to where it's a little difficult to to kind of basically work with. So I do apologize, for, like I said, for the lag, and you probably see that here. Now we get to a Gunbuster update. We do. It said Gunbuster, all 6 episodes, all the science lessons. The new English dub is in 5.1. There are so many extras. There are so many extras. The disc is full, packed. They said they beat up the sync, plus a new, very amazing commentary by Jonathan Clements for all 6 episodes. So if you're a fan of this, of a Gunbuster, you're going to get that as well. Of course, this is not the finalized artwork for the cover. That will probably be coming with the next Media Day, which I got a feeling is going to be before the year is out, if not at the beginning of the new year. Now, this is the Gunbuster cover art. This is basically, I think, what they're aiming for right here. This is some of the Gunbuster cover art that they're aiming for right here. So that looks pretty cool. And they do have some information. Episode 6 has been remastered to true widescreen, now window box like JPBD. My finger hit the mic there. I do apologize. It says that episode 6 end credits also remastered. The original version is an extra. Episode 6 and a small part of episode 4 can be viewed 4:3 instead of 16:9. Both versions are selectable from the menu. So, and they explain it right there as well, which is, I guess, pretty cool. Pretty good option if you like that. And then they give you a picture versus widescreen comparison. So this is what 4:3 would be, and then this is what the widescreen would be right here. And again, I do apologize for any lag, guys, going on as we speak. Maybe it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. It is. I think it's just other people are online right now as well. That's just how it is. Um, so yeah, that was the comparison, and they do it again here. Oh wait, actually, wait a minute. What was that? Let me get back. Okay. Okay, it says picture box. Okay, it's picture box versus widescreen. So this is the picture box. You know what? This is a picture box and everything, to where you would have it all boxed in, and then they give you a comparison with 4:3 and 16:9. Again, you get a much wider, clearer picture as well. So that's pretty cool. So, and they even say you'll also see Hello, can you guys hear me now? Sorry about that. If you guys lost a little bit of stuff there, I do apologize. Can you guys hear me now? I don't know if you guys can hear me. I do apologize for that. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That was weird. It just knocked itself out or something. And thank you for asking. I'm doing good. Just to make sure everything is working right here. I do apologize, guys, for this. Tad of an interruption. But getting back to what I was saying, as you can tell, they do have a lot of stuff coming out. I don't know where okay, so I think basically I don't know when the thing started to act up or anything. But again, as you probably saw, hopefully, let's just go over this real quickly one more time, guys. I do apologize. I don't know what happened. So they talked about this. We mentioned this. Aim for the Ace. That's coming out. If you're a fan of that, that's coming. Then Gunbuster is right here. This is potentially the final artwork and everything. As you could tell, if you could see that, it says all 6 episodes are going to be included. So if you like that, that's going to be included. So that's there. And then, of course, they give you more artwork here based on what they're presenting to you. Um, and then they give you a comparison, picture box to widescreen right here, what it's going to look like when you choose between the options, as well as a 4:3 to 16:9 right here. And then they give you a comparison for the ending as well, so you can see what that's going to look like eventually, as well as the end credits. So they give you a preview of that. And if you heard me earlier, that you should have been able to see that. I do apologize again for any mess up there. I do not know what happened. It's like the thing just suddenly died out on me or something. It's kind of weird. But anyway, like I said, we also have the announcement that Ultimate Muscle, yes, Ultimate Muscle will be coming to SD on BD as well. It's all the English version. Hopefully down the line. It's all 77 episodes, including the ones made for the English market. So it's going to be the Japanese ones and the English ones. So you're probably going to have, because they have more to say on this one soon. You're probably going to have more. You're going to probably have more to come information-wise, to where you're going to have English and Japanese versions to look forward to. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool to look at or look forward to over time. And again, guys, I do apologize for a lot of the mess ups here. I don't know what happened there. That was kind of weird. But again, if you want to support me, super chats, super stickers are open. Super thanks afterwards. And also Venmo at Brian-Walmer-2, as you can see above the screen, if you can see it. Cash App at BWRoses98. I could really use the help in those areas right now, guys, because I don't know what's going on with this California stimulus thing. The gas rebate deal. I mean, obviously they're taking their time with it, so hopefully, we'll get something soon. But if you guys can help me out, that'd be greatly appreciated. Whatever you can do. And then they talk about mysterious thief Saint Tail. It has been rescued. They have licensed it, and this too will be coming in winter 2023. It's been gone for a while, but now it's coming back. And then you're getting Ghost Stories. That's right, you're getting the Ghost Stories anime and OVA as well. So you're getting that. You're going to get a lot of this and more to come before it's released in 2023. And then of course you get this one as well. As I mentioned, you get Legend of the fifth star. Basically, that's what it's called right there. Um, and it's the first of three movies with two short films. Others will be released separately. You can see the information there as well. And then they give you basically an introduction who's going to be voicing what characters going forward into this series. They'll kind of probably retain them for the other movies and the short films as well. So yeah, there you go. They're probably going to retain them for the other movies and short films as well. And then they give you information on Sound Cadence Studios, who did the new English dub. And then we get into Mononoke. Again, I think this is where we kind of conked out a little bit, guys. I do apologize. Again, I don't know what happened there. And it basically gives you the information there. Gorgeously experimental spin-off. Akasha's Samurai Horror Tales, directed by the great Kenji Nakamura. All 12 episodes, 5 spellbinding adventures of the mysterious medicine seller in high definition, in Japanese with English subtitles, and featuring a mysterious, rarely seen English dub version. Other extras and features to be determined, coming in 2023, winter of 2023. So be on the lookout for that. And then again, this is around the time I think I noticed we were kind of conking out, guys, so I do apologize. They're talking about the granddaddies of them all. Digimon 28. It looks like these are going to be coming to a Blu-ray real soon. SD on Blu-ray and everything. This is basically what's his name? Gigantor. This is basically Gigantor, is what it is. That's just their name for it. But now they also introduced us to the sequel, not the reboot, but the sequel to the series, and it is all 47 episodes in SD ED in Japanese and English subtitles. Features to be determined, coming in winter 2023. So that's pretty cool to find out. And then they kind of show you that the main character of the original has been aged up to prove that this is indeed a sequel. Now, they go to Nihon Nights, the sublabel for various Japanese genre films. Has a few titles to talk about. The first one they have is basically Another. It says spine-tingling feature film based on the same novel as the hit anime. So it's a live-action version of an anime. It's in Japanese and English subtitles, extras, and features to be determined, coming in winter 2023. So if you're into that as well, that's what's also coming. They also have Suicide Club coming. That's right. The indie horror classic comes to Blu-ray, remastered in-house from the original film Elements. Color correction was done as well, as approved by somebody over at DiscoTek, and was approved by the person that created the horror classic. It will have Japanese or English subtitles, extras, and features determined, coming in winter 2023. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to see. And then another live action trailer. I think this is one a lot of people will probably hoping for, because they did have a game on the NES. That's right. There was a game based on this guy on the NES. We have Golager 13. It's the 1973 action classic starring Ken Takawara as the legendary assassin. First official English language home video release, and first time on Blu-ray anywhere in Japanese with English subtitles. Features, extras to be determined, coming in winter 2023. So yeah, if you've seen this game pop up on your NES or wherever, that's what it's based on. That's what it's based on. Now, continuing on, back to anime, we have Treasure Island. That's right. Another Osamu Desuka classic comes to Blu-ray. 26 episodes in high definition, Japanese with English subtitles, and of course, features and extras to be determined, also coming in winter 2023. And now, time for a spooky Project A-ko update. Not hard to guess, this was coming. Project A-ko 4 is coming to Blu-ray. Yes, we got Project A-ko 4 is coming. It is coming, ladies and gentlemen, to Blu-ray. It is, and they basically announced that it's finally over. It's over. It's finally over. The 1989 conclusion to the Project A-ko saga in beautiful remastered 1080p high definition in Japanese with English subtitles plus the English dub version. It includes theatrical trailer, and we're pretty much out of A-ko extras, guys. But they say there will be a liner notes and tiny bit of artwork gallery stuff coming winter 2023. So if you're into that, that's pretty cool. And then they show you all the. They show you that this one will have a new cover, unlike the other ones as well. So it'll be different. So if you're a fan of Project A-ko, that is getting a release. And then of course, Digimon Adventure. That's right, the original name of the Japanese version of Digimon, basically the original Japanese version, period, is getting a Blu-ray release. Yes, this was talked about. Everybody was hoping this would be one of the titles DiscoTek would bring up, and they have. It is the original classic in its original language. 54 episodes, same AstroRes treatment as our English language release. In Japanese with English subtitles. And the translators are working on what extras can be included. So the extras are going to be, probably what holds up its release, but it's coming later in 2023. And this is definitely one that I plan to get. I also plan to get the English version as well. But I will be getting this too because I was a fan of Digimon. I did see the movie in theaters. Honestly, I thought it was a better version of Pokemon, be honest with you. I'm not trying to be mean here, but I thought it was a better version of Pokemon. Then, ladies and gentlemen, as I make sure everything is good here, okay. Again, I don't know what happened there with the audio, but I do apologize. But then we take a look at the September releases. Yes, right. Last month's September releases are right here. Tales of the Phantasia, Gunlock, Beelzebub, and Konosuba 2 Steelbook Edition. And they show you that right there. That's cool. And then there's more releases. Shogun Samurai, Symphogear GX, and Urusei the final chapter. And one I think they honestly get. Actually, if I nothing acts up or anything, I'm gonna let you guys know that there are some I think they definitely need to look into. And in fact, I even did a tier list. I'll probably add that at the end here, so you guys could see that. And they say out this month in October to be Hero and to be Heroine Limited release. Flying Phantom Ship, The Princess and the Pirate, or The Princess and the Pilot, I should say, Limited. Devilman, Lupin the Third, Dead or Alive, Spaceship Gavan. So these are the ones that are coming out, and again, they do say that there are some limits to it, if you will. There are some limits. And then for November, and they say which some of you already have because I think when you pre-ordered them, you got them early. Tales of Symphonia Cat's Eye Season 2, Symphogear AXZ, Urusei Yatsura, Always My Darling, and Sherlock Hound got releases as well. So there you go. Or will be getting releases. And again, they say some of you already have these because maybe you pre-ordered them early. And then they tell you, we told you it would take a while for all the Urusei Yatsura films to be on Blu-ray, and they're finally all here or on the way. So there you go. There you go. Right there. Basically, if you want them, They are all there to be purchased if you're into that. And then for the December releases, we have Digimon, the English dub version. That's good. I'm going to get that in December. Female Yatsuku Tale, which is a live action one of the Japanese ones. And Lupin the Third, Farewell to Nostradamus. Oh, Nostradamus, I believe. Yeah, Nostradamus, Farewell to Nostradamus. And they say they give you a bit of a break here with a relaxer to point out a few recent Lupin releases. The Mysterious Amamo, so many audio tracks. Prisoner of the Past, or Prisoner of the Past, New English dub. Episode 0, First Contact, new upscale and English dub. Part 1, a new English dub and remastered versus Detective Cohen, the special, new upscale and English dub. And they show you all that right there for your viewing pleasure. So if you're into a lot of what you just saw from the Usia one, or the Usia series of films, if I can bring that back down, from this right here, if you're into that, then you're going to get your fix along with Lupin as well. And then also continuing on with the December releases. You have Project Echo 3, Machine Robo Battle Hackers, and Reload Burial. That's right, Reload Burial is also getting a release as well. And you can see the covers right there. And then they give you more of an idea of the packaging and disc labeling for Reload Burial right there. And then for January, it says it's time to announce January 2023 releases, which will be available to pre-orders soon. Shaman King, 2001 series, original Japanese version. Tetsu 28FX, the one they just talked about. City Hunter movie and TV special collection. Virtual Fighter and Dino Mech Gaia King are all coming out in January of 2023 as I try to shoot a fly around here. Basically I got a fly or so flying around here. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, they're drinking some coffee. Got a fly soaring around here. It's that time of year where they're dying, so you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there you go. Those are the January releases. And then they even list everything so far. But then they said there's always one more. And you might say, well, didn't they already release this? Yes, they did. They did already release it, but not the Japanese version. That's right, the original Japanese version. And DiscoTek says this is the one you really want. A lot of you really want. So what else can you say but SONIC Go Sonic X, the original Japanese version. That's right, DiscoTek Media has licensed the original Japanese version of Sonic X. They say you've asked for it, you've been patient, and now DiscoTek delivers. 78 episodes in SDBD. In Japanese with English subtitles. Includes the 5.1 audio tracks from the Japanese high specs DVDs as well as the 2.0 mixes. Massively restored video, least amount of seizure editing ever, restoration. Ended up sourcing the best possible video. Newly revised subtitles based on the original Hulu subtitles. Translations fixed. Signs added. Commercial bumpers. Commercial bumpers all translated. And all the NEPs are now translated too. Creditless OP and ED sequences plus Japanese and English pilot episodes. Japanese and English pilot episodes. And again, you might say, well, didn't they already do this? Yes, they did, but but basically it was the English version. We got what we had on Foxbox and 4Kids and all that. That's the version we got released originally. Here we're getting the Japanese version along with a few along with an option to the English as well. But what this also means, guys, is you're always wondering, would we get those two songs? Because, again, when they did the Sonic Adventure adaptation, I think we got Open Your Heart art doing it, but also people wondering, what about Live and Learn? They played that in the original Japanese version, and I guarantee that's probably what we're going to get here too. Because if it's the original Japanese version with English subtitles, you got to put in Live and Learn. So that's kind of cool to find out. I know it's not the Sonic news people were hoping for, like I was, but it's the first step. Remember, so far, they have said that there will be more Sonic to come. We've done Sonic X English dub. We've done Adventures. We've done X. Now, that opens the door for more to come. But they did have one more announcement, and that was Gaio, the King of Braves, Gaio Gagarer, all 49 episodes of the Brave Super Robot classic TV series in gorgeous 1080p high definition in Japanese with subtitles, plus the English dub version of episodes 1 to 25. Kitchen Sinker Alert, Kitchen Sinker Alert, capitalist extras. Hold on for a second, guys. Yep, that's her. Knew she was gonna do that. Hold on. Hello? Nothing. Not yet. I will. Okay. Well, that's what I was gonna do. See if I can find it there. Get some change. I can have it for the bus. Yep. All right. Why so? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I do apologize for that, guys. That was my mom calling. She usually does that about this time. She usually calls and everything, so I do apologize. But anyway, they say basically continuing on, kitchen sink alert, copious extras including interviews and Mac clips. So many extras we had to circle back and redo the disc. Coming in winter 2023. Also, we don't have artwork details ready or artwork slash details ready, but it is coming to Blu-ray. But Go Gardens Final is coming to Blu-ray as well. And I think that's about it. So yeah, pretty good listing of titles that they have coming up in the next several months and everything. Really just thrilled that they're doing this. Honestly, in all that with these titles. Uh, Now, again, I know not everything came out or was announced the way people want, but like I said, it takes time. I talked about, in the open mic live chat that I did about a week or two ago, as well as I talked about in its own individual video. Wild Brain right now is upscaling a lot of the episodes on YouTube. And just like they mentioned with Hulu, because again, they took the translations from Hulu. Obviously, they had to take the episodes also from Hulu. For the Japanese version of Sonic X. Kind of to remaster them even better, to make them look even better. So I'm assuming that's what they're waiting for with Wild Brain and the presentations on YouTube with Sonic X. That they're basically saying, okay, we're gonna wait till Wild Brain gets all the episodes, on there, and then we're going to probably make that announcement. And right now, the more recent episode that they put out there, from what I could tell, the more recent episode they put out there, or getting ready to put out there, was Cry of the Wolf. So we're getting towards the end. I think over time, as they get closer and closer to the end, we're going to get an announcement possibly by the end of the year. To me, this Discotech Media, this Discotech Day Media deal that they did, um, it's not going to be the last one of the year. They're going to have one ready for the holiday season, if not for the new year. To me, that's the obvious direction they're going. And I think when we hit that new year, when we hit, oh, not new year, but when we get to that moment, when we get to that moment to where basically we get a Discotech Media Day around the holiday season, whether it's around Christmas time or around the time to kick off into the new year. Because I think they did do one. Didn't they do one? Um, didn't they do one basically around the end of 2022, the ring in, I mean 2022, but didn't they do one to kind of ring out 2021 and ring in 2022? I think they did. I think they did do a Discotech Media Day to ring out 2021 and ring in 2022. So I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing here, and I think that's where we'll get the announcement for Sonic SatAM and maybe Sonic Underground coming to SD on BD. That's what I think is going to happen because again, Hulu already had all the episodes of the original Japanese version, ready to go. So all Discotech had to do was, get those, translate the titles, remaster the footage, and go from there. So they had a lot of. So basically, they put a lot of effort into that. But now that that's taken care of, they could focus. I'm assuming, very strongly assuming, they could focus on Sonic SatAM and Sonic Underground as well. So to me, this is not the last of the Sonic news. This is not. Because you got to realize, at the end of the year, we're getting Sonic Prime on Netflix, right? We're getting Sonic Prime on Netflix. And we're entering into the 30th anniversary of Sonic SatAM next year, as well as we're entering into 25th anniversary of Underground. So those to me are, basically obvious, you know, those to me are obvious, moments, if you will, or obvious dates in years to look at, because of the fact, or timing, basically. It's the obvious timing to look at because, the big anniversaries when it comes to Sonic. The very big and important anniversaries when it comes to Sonic. So I'm assuming, and I know Discotech knows this. I know they know this. I'm assuming Discotech is going to make an announcement towards the end of the year to kick out 2022 and kick in 2023 with an announcement of more titles to come. There's no doubt we're going to get more titles in the near future, anime, live action, and all that. But I also think along the ways they're going to give us the releases of Sonic SatAM and Sonic Underground for 2023 to celebrate the 30th anniversary and the 25th anniversary. And I think one of the things that's holding them up is they got to get some features in there. They got to get some special features in there that are going to really, I guess you could say, accentuate, the packaging, and the purchase of those titles. But again, that's what I think is going to happen. That the next Discotech Media Day will be for the new year. Will be in the holiday season between Christmas and New Year, or the Christmas and New Year's, I should say. It'll be there to help kick out or kick up or kick off 2023, as well as maybe in between kick off the or really bring some holiday cheer in between, I should say, both holidays. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and hopefully I'm gonna go out on a limb here, but don't quote me on it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and basically say that the next media day, which will be between the holiday season, potentially maybe around the time to start the new year of 2023, we're going to get the announcements of more anime titles being licensed, more information than the titles they've already talked about, but also we're going to get information on Sonic SatAM and Underground because of the 30th anniversary of SatAM and the 25th anniversary of Underground. That is just my opinion. That is just my opinion, guys. But we'll have to just wait and see what they bring to the table. Um, Again, DiscoTek said it themselves when they first did Adventures. When they first made the announcement that Adventures was getting a release, they said, "Hey, more Sonic on the way." Well, we got the Japanese version of Sonic X now coming at the beginning of the year. What better way to tie into that release, tie into Sonic Prime's release, as well as the 30th anniversary of one of the more beloved shows, Sonic cartoons out there, than to also make the announcement of Sonic SatAM on Blu-ray. But we'll have to see, what they do in the near future. Now, as far as any other titles go, that are out there, as far as any other titles go, if they get some coffee there. As far as any other titles go, anime wise, I think honestly, as crazy as it sounds, I would love for them to get their hands on Najika Blitz Tactics. I think Najika Blitz Tactics would be a great anime title to add. It's only 3 episodes. Yes, it's a 17 plus aged series anime, but it's a decent anime. I think it's good. To me, they should get their hands on it and release it. So I think Najika Blitz Tactics is a good anime to look at for a future release in the future. I think also they should get their hands on the Voltron Go Lion series. That's what I think they should do. The original Go Lion Voltron series, they need to get their hands on that. They need to get their hands on that and release it, on Blu-ray. Not just the English dub, but the original Japanese version as well, as part of the SD on BD line. Or if they can find a way to do it, get the original elements, film elements, and try to remaster it and release that as well. So I definitely think they need to do that. We saw ADV Films attempted to do that, or Anime Works, I should say, tried to do that years ago, and they were successful. So I think DiscoTek should step up and be the ones that do that as well, as far as Blu-ray releases are concerned. So yeah, I think Voltron Go Line should be one that they really look into for the near future. I think also, this is just me, I think they should try to make some kind of licensing deal with Universal and Classic Media to get She-Ra and He-Man and put them on and port them over to Blu-ray as well. And that's the classic 80s cartoons. Uh, that's the classic 80s cartoons that we could see on YouTube and other places. Excuse me, there again. But I definitely think they should go and talk with Universal and in the classic media division and try to get something done there with He-Man and She-Ra, the original series. That would be great. That would be great to see and everything and enjoy. Um, also, also, let's see what other animes. Whoa, that was something. Just think I just felt an earthquake. I think I just felt an earthquake, guys. Whoa. Yeah, yeah. We just felt an earthquake, guys. Holy crap. Didn't expect that. My A day off? Didn't expect that to happen. Holy crap! It's like a little tremor just went by. It shook the house. Holy crap! I'm sorry for this interruption, guys, but that was just something that came out of nowhere. And somebody just texted me. So, yeah, everybody's saying that they felt this earthquake now. Holy smokes. Holy moly. That, that was a surprise. I gotta check something here, guys. Holy smokes. Yeah, they just texted it on my thing. It says Google shake alert. Expect light shaking. Initial estimate endpoint. Again, I do apologize for this, guys. That just threw me off. Okay, magnitude 4.9 earthquake. It says it was felt 35 point miles away. That was a shake. That was like a whoa. Uh, I do apologize for that, guy. That shook me up a little bit. I do apologize. But anyway, what was I? Whew. Okay, that was a shocker. That was a shocker. Um. Anyway, what was I? What was I? Oh yeah, I just lost train of thought there. Um. But yeah, if they can make some kind of deal with Universal and everything. They can make some kind of deal with Universal in the classic media division. I think honestly, they should basically try to license, you know, try to get licensed to them for a Blu-ray release. He-Man and She-Ra, the classic '80s shows. Also, like I said, Voltron, Go Lion, they need to get that. That would be a great addition. Um, what else? Oh, Marvelous Memlo. I'd love to see Marvelous Memlo get a release. That'll be something. That's a classic Magical Girl anime. That definitely could use a remastering release. That's the BD release. So those are just some of the titles I think they should look at after. I think they're going. I think they have Princess Knight. Um, ready to go. I think they have Princess Knight ready to go. I'm guessing, and you know, basically, besides Princess Knight, I think they have ready to go. I think there is another one. I can't think of it right now. But this is a ton of anime. I think they should get their hands on. Strawberry Panic, I think, is one they should look into as well. It's kind of an interesting anime they could look into. Um, Yatsudoki, Yatsudoki, that adult anime, if you will, is one they should look into as well. Um, Animal Olympics, that's something they could work with on Warner Brothers, if you will. 'Cause I think Warner Brothers kind of owns it a little bit, but they could try to get that a Blu-ray release, maybe. Animal Olympics. So, those are just some of the ideas I think they should, look into, for releases. But I definitely still believe that as we head out of this year and into next year, we're going to get one more Discotek Media, and it's going to be, probably announcing updates on the titles they just announced yesterday, but also announcing things like maybe a Voltron license, Go Line license, maybe an agreement with Universal to do the, um, He-Man She-Ra deal, um, Marvelous Memlo, stuff like that. Revolutionary Go Utena, Adolescence of Utena is one I definitely think they should look into, as well as I try to get a fly away from me. But yeah, that's another one I think they should look into. Revolutionary Girl Utena, Revolutionary Girl Utena, Adolescence of the Utena. This not just the series, but also but the movie as well. I think they should look into that, and maybe that might be one of them they do announce as well. As well as, like I say, Magic Blitz Tactics, Yasudoki. They should look into Strawberry Panic. They should look into, but I think as well they will probably be announcing Sonic SatAM and Underground for 2023 to tie into the 30th anniversary of the show, of SatAM, that is, the 25th anniversary of Underground, and also to coincide with Frontiers release, the Sonic Frontiers release on video game consoles, as well as the Sonic Prime release, you know, um, on Netflix. As well as even tie into the own release of the Japanese version of, you know, the Japanese version of Sonic X. But anyway, though, guys, I just wanted to come on here live. I do apologize for these various interruptions. And, the phone call, of course, that was my mom checking in on things. Um, the mic going out for a bit. I do apologize for that, as well as the sudden, you know, shock we just got here. The sudden jolt that we just got, with that earthquake or aftershock or whatever it was. Because I felt that thing shake the house, guys. That's the first time I have done this YouTube thing for about, God, going on what time? 15 years straight next year. 15 years, or 14 and a half years, going on 15 next year. Never once did I ever deal with something like that. That was crazy. Uh, but yeah, I do apologize for that. But that was beyond my control. Honestly, not to get all preachy on you guys or anything, but being a born again Christian, that's what we would say is God sending another signal of shaking us up to wake us up and make us realize, hey, some of the things that we're kind of believing in and supporting right now are wrong, and we need to get our minds on straight, basically, and do what's right and support what's right. So, yeah, again, I do apologize for that as well, but again, that was beyond my control. That was just like, whoa, where did that come from? Anyway, though, guys, just wanted to come on here, let you know what's going on, give you my thoughts on it, as far as the Discotek Media news, and let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you all for tuning in to the live chat. Again, guys, you can help support me over at patreon.com. Not patreon.com. Well, yeah, patreon.com, but BW Rose is a $1, $3 tier. But you can also support me as you see above, hopefully, at Brian-Walmart-2 at Venmo, Cash App at BWRosis98, and you can find me at DeviantArt at BVW1979 as well. You can also find me at Vimeo at BWRosis for content you can't get here on YouTube, as well as you could also check me out at BW Rose's Discussions on your audio podcast locations except for Pandora. Well, this will be uploaded as a podcast, audio-wise, hopefully very soon. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys, on the news that DiscoTek gave us yesterday in the media stream. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about Sonic X getting the Japanese version of Sonic X finally getting a release? And do you think we are going to eventually, probably by the end of the year, get announcements for SatAM and Underground to tie into the anniversaries, as well as to tie into the releases of the Japanese version of Sonic X, as well as Sonic Prime's release and Sonic Frontiers? Do you think we'll get those announcements as well? And what do you think of the idea of them getting the Voltron license to get that to Blu-ray, as well as Magic Bliss Tactics, Marvelous Memlo, Strawberry Panic, you know, Adolescence of Utena, Revolutionary Girl Utena, both the series and the movie, as well as, what are your thoughts on them probably trying to maybe consider broking a deal with Universal to bring He-Man and She-Ra, the original 80s versions, to Blu-ray in the near future? What are your thoughts on all that, guys? Let me know down below in the comment section. Again, super thanks will be issued afterwards. And until next time, guys, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you for joining me this morning. Again, I do apologize for a lot of the incidences that have happened throughout this live stream. I guess you could consider this a very eventful live stream, to say the least.